will say it is remarkable to watch in the region how Iran is dealing with this. You know, we saw, I think about a week or so ago, they made some provocative statements about what these marches meant. We now know how they're responding to the images that we see in Tahrir Square. They are arresting people in Iran. They are blocking international media outlets. They are turning off the internet. So for all of the empty talk about Egypt, I think if the Iranian government, I think it's up to the Iranian government should allow the Iranian people to exercise the very same right of peaceful assembly and ability to demonstrate and communicate their desires. I think we've all seen, again, their response. The head of the Revolutionary Guard said today, "Seditionists are no more than a corpse. We will severely crush any of their movements." So I think what you've seen in the region is the government of Iran, quite frankly, scared of the will of its people.
This question, is there a hope in the White House that the example in Egypt could inspire another uprising in Iran?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think there is quite a contrast between the way the government of Egypt and the people of Egypt are interacting, and the government of Iran is threatening its very own people. I think if the government of Iran was as confident as they would have you believe in the statements that they put out, they would have nothing to fear with a peaceful demonstration like those that you've seen in Cairo and throughout Egypt. They're not that confident. They're scared. That's why they've threatened to kill anybody that tries to do this. That's why they've shut off all measure of communication. I think it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes about the strength and the confidence that they have, and in fulfilling the wishes and the will of its people.
Robert, do you have any sense if the images coming from Egypt are somehow getting into Iran? We've heard the Vice President and now you talk about Iran. I'm wondering if the administration thinks there's a chance that the message is getting in somehow to Iran.
Well, look, I think we have all seen reports that, you know, over the past many days, that those in Iran have and want to march and demonstrate peacefully. The government of Iran, again, has met those the concerns of its people with threatening to kill them. Again, I think it speaks volumes as to what it speaks volumes to the grip that they have, or lack thereof, on the popular beliefs of their own people.
In a long time. Very interestingly, even though most of this briefing was on Egypt, he did go out of his way, as Vice President Joe Biden did earlier in the day, to lash out at the regime in Iran. This is a government of Iran, Gibbs just said, that's threatening its own people. He said they are fully scared by the will of they're quite frankly, he said, scared by the will of its own people, and that's why he's saying that what has happened in Egypt right now, where the uprising resulted in the revolution, the people of Egypt responding, getting rid of a dictator, he's saying the Iranian government is taking brutal measures right now to prevent that from happening in Iran. We'll stay on top of this part of the story.